Alright guys, this is William here, and this is Wusik SQ480, and this is the alpha version. Check in which version is that. Is 174. I'm already in the project area here, and I have finished up the plugin support. So right now we can load instruments and effects. You can scan instruments here on the plugin manager. You can select which ones you want to show and which ones you want to hide. And the scanner, sorry, the scanner has been improved. You can use an external process or not, because some plugins don't like to be scanned from an external process. It's going to complain and not be able to scan. So that's why there's this option there. And there's also an option to batch screenshot all the plugins so you can use here on the list. So these are just screenshots before you load the plugin. So it's a great way to remember what's the plugin about and stuff like that. So I have added almost every plugin screenshot in here. There is a few missing yet that I forgot to add, but mostly they are all here. So we have the instrument here, instruments, and then the effects. Later is going to be the store, the find, and the sound. So right now we just have the instrument and the effects. And you just select one with the keyboard or with the mouse. Let's say I want the invader, I just click it and it's going to load and open the interface. And then I can move the interface by holding on the bar, like any Windows, you can do that. So you have the options here and the option to pin this. So when it's pinned, and you can close everything else but the pin windows. So let's say you have master effects like scope and span I think is the name, to check the frequencies and compressors and stuff like that. You can pin to the screen, and when you press F12, it's not going to close the pinned ones. So it's a great thing, especially for multiple monitors. Here with just one monitor is not going to be any helpful, but it's still. So you can check now the options of the plugin. So now you have the option to activate and deactivate. To remove the MIDI channel is going to use the volume, panning, transposing of the MIDI notes coming to the plugin. And you can also add key zone and key switch to the plugin, because you can see here on the list there's a lot of space here, and there's a reason for that. You can change multiple plugins into the same track. So now I have my track here with the invader and the element 0 stereo element 2. Sorry. So I have the two ones in here. So now they are in the same track. And if I want to add an effect to this track, I just come here and add an effect. It's going to show on the bottom of the list, the effect. And the effects doesn't have that many options. It's just the MIDI information, which is by default is off, and that's it. But now my MIDI input should be working already. So let's see. So you can see I added an option of view meters here on the track. So let's press escape F5 to close the file browser. I'm trying to pick the sound to show. I can just use plus and minus on the keyboard to raise the volume of the track without opening the options. So you can see that it peaked on the track, and it shows me the peak information there and there. because it picked it on both on the track and on the master output. I can press P for pick, or just click here on the view meters and it's going to clear the view meters. And if I press P, it's going to clear all view meters, including the tracks. And I improved the menus. The menus had all the information about the plugins and everything else that you need for the plugin. If I press I for instrument, it's going to open the first instrument of the track. Or F6 is going to show me the list of the instruments and effects. Or E for effect is going to open the first effect on the track. Sorry that the screen is turning black. It's my program that I'm using Streamlabs, and it goes black when I open a new window. But here on my monitor it's not doing that. It's just opening on top of the DAW, and it's doing that directly, very fast. So you can go here on the plugin list, you can browse the plugins, you can press a ladder. So let's say I want to go to the bottom, X, so it goes to bottom, or I can go to the G, it goes to G, K, L, M, N, O, P. Not all plugins have these ladders, that's why it's not showing on all plugins. So I can do that, I just press enter, return, and it's going to load the plugin. And again, it's going to mess up with my audio capture program. And the preview screenshot is working on all the plugins, and it's a very great addition. So it doesn't show, but it's a lot of work that I have put on this, because now all the plugins are working, the chain is working, and you can set volumes and stuff for every plugin on the chain, and each track has its own chain and effects. Now I have to work on the mixer. The mixer is going to be the next one. So if I press Ctrl-Shift-K, it's going to erase all the plugins. There you go, all the plugins are gone now. Let me insert again another one. Let's try Flow Motion. This one takes a while to load, on my machine at least. Yeah, I know, it sucks, but it does that every time. So it has picked it again, so I'm going to press P to clear, or I just start the sequencer. So if I restart the sequencer or just start from another position, it also clears, like any DAW does. At least the ones I have used all does that. So if I want to create a new track, Ctrl N, and then now I have two tracks. And I'm going to load another plugin on the other track. You can do from the mouse or from the keyboard. I personally like to use the keyboard more. And of course, recording is also working. So this one is very loud. Let's lower it. And then you can save as a project. It's going to save it. I can press Ctrl S to save it quickly. The view meters are working correctly now. Before it was just testing the graphics, and I improved a few things here and there. And I can see that I can also improve a bit more to make it a bit larger on the top here. But almost everything can be set on the display settings. So if I go to the view meters here, I have options for the top menu and for the tracks VU meter. And you can adjust things from there too, if you want. I'm going to do a better video for the next time. I'm just doing this quick one just to show that how the plugins are working and how to add new plugins to the tracks and stuff like that. So it's very easy and simple to do, and it's worked pretty great. So let me close my project now, and that's it. I'm back to the main menu. So thanks for watching.